And if we learned anything about the French, what are the French best at? Giving up.
What's more American than watching a Frenchman give up? At UFC Freedom 250, we're gonna watch a Frenchman give up and get put to sleep on the White House lawn. Granted, a big scary Brazilian is gonna put Ciryl face down on the canvas, but that's not really the point. There are only 3 guarantees in this life: death, taxes, and France losing fights. France's best striker, Ciryl Gane, is a kickboxer with decent movement, decent speed, but 0 power. But hey, what do you expect from a Frenchman? They're naturally weak. They surrendered in 46 days during World War II. They were literally begging the US to save them. They did the same thing in Vietnam, too.
America, fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America, fuck yeah, freedom is the only way, yeah.
And I say that he has no power, not only because he's French, but because all of his knockouts come when he's worn down his slow, fat, out-of-shape, shit heavyweight opponents. He probably celebrates those wins by eating a plate of cheese and drinking red wine. Pathetic. You would think as a kickboxer he'd have some sort of power in his hands, but nope, 0 power. And I know you guys are all gonna comment and say, but he gave Tom Aspinall a bloody nose. Yeah, no shit. Tom knew he could eat Cyryl's weak jab and still come forward, so he ate a couple. Not to mention, multiple of those jabs landed after the initial eye poke, which for sure altered Tom's depth perception. The problem is, all these commentators that keep hyping Ciryl up so France can have a star talk about how he's an amazing kickboxer, and he moves so well, and he's so fast. They never talk about how his only highlight reel knockout in the UFC is against an over-the-hill, chinny Junior Dos Santos. And no offense to Junior, big fan, but let's be real, he was on his way out when he fought Ciryl. I think the number one reason he has no power is because his diet consists of pate and escargot and stinky cheeses. That's no way to build power. Only weakness can come from that. He even fights like a Frenchman. He's literally scared to get in a striking range because he knows he'll get chinned badly. Cowardice style of fighting for sure. One of the only times he decided to get in a punching range and plant his feet to generate some sort of power was against Tai Tuivasa. And what happened? Tai rocked his shit and almost caused a typical French defeat like at the Battle of Waterloo. Granted, Gane won that fight, but Tai's also kinda shit and in terrible shape, so he eventually gassed.
You know, he's still fucking French, man. That's a hard thing to move past. There's a lot of history of cowardice to move on from when you're fucking French. So, maybe he's going to prove a statement. Maybe he's going to say that his country's fucking finally, left the cowardice behind. But I don't fucking know. I mean, the only thing the French are good at is having fairs and giving up and losing fights. But we'll fucking find out. Maybe he's different.
I think Sean Strickland is right. He's French, and that's a long history of cowardice to get past. Now let's talk about Alex Pereira, who's an Amazonian assassin. Alex has one-punch knockout power. It's no secret. We all know. We've all seen it. He scrambles people's brains when he hits them on the head. Their bodies literally short-circuit and they fall to the canvas. I don't think there's a soul in the world that can stay awake when he hits you square in the chin. Especially not a French coward. The only time Alex did get finished was when Izzy got him at 185 pounds, which was way too much weight for Alex to be cutting. He's literally massive. So Izzy was able to land a good shot on the dehydrated brain and chin of Alex that he just couldn't take. And Izzy knocked out Alex before Alex could knock him out. It's not like Izzy styled on him the whole fight. He just laid the perfect trap and Alex fell into it. But as we've learned through history class, it's the French military who seems to be the one walking into traps all the time. Alex is an elite-level kickboxer and a 2-division glory champion, which he defended multiple times. Ciryl is a decent kickboxer, but nowhere near as close to Alex or anyone inside of the Glory top 5 for that matter. Ciryl just isn't going to be able to do anything Alex hasn't seen before. It's not like he can set some crazy trap and Alex will walk right into it. Izzy set a million traps for Alex, who only fell for one. I think Alex is going to kick Gane's legs whenever he tries to bounce in and out of striking range. What will that do? Cause Ciryl to not be able to plant his feet and let his hands go. When Ciryl does get into punching range, he'll be so cautious of the leg kicks landing, when he retreats his hands will be completely down, ignoring any sort of striking defense. This will leave him wide open for Alex's patented left hook of death. There's just no way Ciryl has an advantage in striking over one of the greatest strikers, and for sure, one of the heaviest hitters to ever step foot in the octagon. Alex is about to do the most American thing in the world and put a French citizen to bed on the White House lawn. A personal sacrifice to Grand Wizard Trump on his birthday, the body of a slain Frenchman. That should for sure grant Alex automatic citizenship, killing a Frenchie right before the 250th anniversary of the United States. Like, thanks for the dead Frenchman, here's your papers. Ignore the part about how the French helped the US win their independence. That's not really the point. So yeah, put your money on Alex to get it done by KO, and potentially the 3rd round, maybe the 4th. Use Prize Picks, who doesn't sponsor me, but I'll be placing my personal bets through them. So yeah, that's it for me. If you did like this one, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Be safe, don't do dope.